As a business owner, when someone on the internet, a random stranger, finds your business and reaches out to you, they're interested in the service that you provide. You do not have much control over the likelihood for them to become a customer, but you can increase the chances. One very smart way to do this is using emails. You could arrange a sequence of emails that go out to this customer at the right time to move them along to the next stage of their customer journey. And that's why in today's video, we'll be talking about email marketing. Hey there! If you're new to my channel, my name is Chris-Amusan. I'm an online marketing strategist and I help course creators, coaches, and service providers create systems that help them attract and convert premium clients into their business with ease. In today's video, we're talking about email marketing, how to convert more clients using emails. Now, what are some of the benefits of using emails to convert? Because there are many ways to do this. And if someone reaches out to you, you don't have to follow up with them using emails, right? You could use SMSs or phone calls. You could manually send them emails. The kind of email marketing or email follow-up we're talking about here is an automated kind. And so stick with me because I'm going to be sharing all the juice on this with you. Now, email has gained popularity way above other types of marketing because email is sort of a mainstay. Most people who are on the internet or who are internet savvy have an email, right? And I like to say that sometimes people may not open your emails, but they get a notification. And what happens? You remain at the top of mind as long as you have those emails going out. So don't worry, even if you may feel like, I don't want to send emails because people may not open them or whatever, you're still putting your best foot forward. And remember, you are increasing your chances. We may not have control, but we'll do everything we can to increase chances. Now, email is also great because it's owned media in that sense. You may have your social media and everything else, but all it takes is for Instagram to block you or for you to get kicked off Twitter and you realize that all of that audience that you build on that platform did not belong to you. But with emails, you would always have that list. And even if something happens with that platform, you could rebuild from scratch, knowing that you have this community of people that you've built and they're always looking forward to hearing from you, whether it's on a weekly or on a monthly basis, right? So let's go into the nitty-gritty. You've heard me talk about a funnel time and again, but just in case you haven't, I'm going to talk about it just briefly. A funnel is how you move someone who's a stranger to becoming a customer. And so they move through various stages. First, they find out about you. We call that awareness, right? And then they gain an interest in you. And so you hold their attention. And then they start to consider whether or not you're the best person to solve that problem for them. And we call this consideration or decision phase. At this point, they are probably comparing you to other people who could solve the same problem for them. And then the final phase is action. This is where they take action to either purchase from you or not purchase from you. Now, some people take it a step further to say, from action, you could also retain these people. Now, the beautiful thing about emails is that you could meet people at each of these points, and that's what I'm going to be talking about. So let's talk about the first step, awareness, or I like to call this attract. How do you use emails to interact or engage with your prospective clients at this stage? You do this by getting your leads to opt in. And what does this mean? You're offering them something, they're opting into that thing, and in exchange, you get their email address. Now, the email address you've collected is how you deliver whatever item it is they've opted in for. A very common item that people administer to get people to opt in is something we call a lead magnet or a freebie, right? So a freebie is a sort of bait. You're offering valuable information to people who might be interested in it, and for them to get that piece of information, which you may have packaged into a PDF or a video, whatever, they give you their email address and then you deliver that to them in their inbox. Another way you could actually deliver a lead magnet is with a pop-up form, right? So on your website, you could have a form pop up, maybe when people have scrolled to the middle of your page or when they're about to exit the page, right? And that's just a way to hold their attention or to follow up with them before they leave your website page. Remember, the first we said is attract, And you're doing that at the awareness stage when people are finding out about you. You're attracting them with the lead magnet. You get their email. Now, with this email you've collected, you are able to follow up, which takes us to the next stage called nurture. Now, at the nurture stage, this is where you build trust. You want to build a relationship with these people that have signed up to your list. You want to make them feel like you're family, so that at the point further down the line where you need to probably pitch them one of your products, they feel like they know you, they feel like they trust you. Now, you want to ensure that you stay very consistent with your emails. Very common rule of thumb with sending email newsletters is either to send emails every month or every week. Figure out what works for your audience, depending on the peculiarity of your industry, and create a system that helps you stay consistent. Stick with it. Show up when you promise to show up, because this is how you let people know that they can trust you. Now, further down in this video, I'll talk about some of the emails that you could send to keep your audience engaged. But remember that in the nurture phase, you want to come across as very personalized. Now, that's one of the beautiful things about email marketing, because you could even personalize the names of people. Email software allows you to do that. So I get an email from you and I'm getting hi Kiva, and I feel like, oh, she knows my name. That's not many platforms can do that. Email is one of the things that will do that for you. Also, you want to ensure that you keep your email list very segmented. If you are a service provider where you have two different types of services, say, for example, you serve a beginner audience and an advanced audience at the same time, you want to segment. And one of the ways you can do this is when people are signing up to your list, you can include one question that helps you separate them. This way, you can send separate types of newsletters to these two separate audiences, because you don't want someone who is on the advanced end of the spectrum feeling like, this email isn't really for me, this person doesn't get it. And you don't want someone who is a beginner feeling like, I don't really understand what this person is saying, she's lost me. All right, so segmentation is a very, very important key to pay attention to when you want to engage your audience. Very, very important for the nurture phase. Now, the next phase is the convert phase. You spend time engaging with your audience, showing up for them every week or every month, as the case may be. At some point, you want to put your product in front of them just at the right time. Depending on whatever it is you've put in place, you could maybe pick a particular week of the month where you put your offer in front of them, or you take certain seasons. So when there's Black Friday or when it's Valentine, if you offer a product that is relationship inclined, just pick the right time to put your offer in front of them. Or you could even have a very specific sales funnel where at a particular point in time, you are just sending them a sequence of sales emails just to put out a product. For some people, if you're a coach or a course creator, it could be in your launch season. So say you have a launch every quarter, for example, you would always launch your product to the email list that you've built at certain times of the year. Now, I promised I was going to share some of the emails that you could send to people to keep them engaged in the nurture phase. First, give value. Remember that when your audience opted in for your lead magnet, you promised to give them something, right? So already you're giving value, but feel free to give more. You could send more tutorials their way, hacks, and even send them to your social media pages to interact with some of the other valuable content that you have. Secondly, share your big why. Your big story is something that could get your audience to understand why you do what you do and just get them to connect with you on a deeper level. Thirdly, feel free to ask them to engage with you. Ask them to reply your emails. Tell them what more they want to learn from you, what challenges are they having, or even send them a link to book a free discovery call with you. You could also send some other strategic emails like bust objections. Remember we spoke about objections earlier. So bust objections. What are the things that could arise in their mind that could prevent them from wanting to close out on that sale with you? Share reviews, testimonials of your work. What are the amazing things that your past clients have had to say about you, and share that with them. And of course, don't shy away from pitching the sale of one of your offers, some of your products to them in the email. It's okay to pitch that sale after you spent or invested some time building that relationship and elevating the level of trust that you have with your audience. Now, the fourth and the final stage of your email funnel is retain. Retention is something that many business owners ignore. And I mean, it's interesting because we're leaving so much money on the table when we do that. The fact that someone has purchased once from you does not mean that they can't come back to purchase again. Not just that, they could even refer other people to you. So you can use your emails to do that. If someone buys a low ticket item from you, for example, you could upsell them to one of your premium offers further down the line. Or even if they buy your premium offer, there could be some other form of product that could be ideal for them. For example, if someone signs up for your premium coaching program, it's priced at $2,000. Further down the line, they could be the perfect person to join your community. Your community could just be like $10 per month, but that's still a good way to just increase the lifetime value of this client. It means that rather than just sticking with that one sale that you've had, throughout the lifetime of your relationship with that client, you're still getting more value from your relationship with them. Vice versa, of course, because you are also giving value and they're giving value back to you by virtue of the purchases that they make from you. For referrals, feel free to create loyalty programs, give coupons, give rewards, create an affiliate program where you reward people from referring their friends and family to you. So in summary, how does an email marketing funnel work? First, you build your audience, you gather subscribers, and to do that, you need to attract them with that lead magnet that you have created. Second, keep the relationship alive. Nurture them, keep giving value, send your newsletters regularly, show up when you promise to. And then third, you convert. You're going to find the perfect opportunity to pitch the sale. You've been building the relationship. Now it's okay for you to say, hey, this is how I can work with you to offer you that big transformation, or even to your very small low ticket products. And finally, increase the lifetime value of your clients by offering them more of your products or getting them to refer their friends and family to you. Let me know in the comments which of these you found very helpful, or if there's anything more you'd like to learn from me. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.